Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Protocol TV, the television channel made possible by the Protocol Group. My name is Andrea and I work as one of the dietitians for the Protocol Group. And with me here today is Pilar Morales. She's the head of the Department of Coaching and she will provide for us a workshop about coaching, and she will do that with, sharing some experiences of a patient of us, Tony Mendes, that is here present with us today. And she will share with us her experience about her journey with her weight loss. So I'm going to present you Pilar Morales, if you would like to start.
Hola, estamos hoy aquí, Toñi y yo, para hablar de puentes que conducen al futuro.
Hello and welcome. We are here today to show you some experiences of our patient Tony Mendes. The human mind is capable of extraordinary things. Now you may be asking yourself, what exactly is the bridge to the future? I'll explain it to you using an anecdote from the life of Barbara Streisand. She was once asked how she managed to be so successful. She responded by saying that when she got a new project, the first thing she did was imagine herself the day of the premiere. She visualized herself attending the premiere on the film, saw the critics, her friends, family, and in her mind she sat through the first showing of the film and heard the audience burst into applause and congratulate her. She felt very happy, and from the position of success already achieved, she looked back and saw all of the steps she had taken to reach her goal. And from that position of success achieved, she told herself, now I just have to do it. This is the bridge to the future, which is a thought strategy which helps our minds to get on our side in order to reach a goal. It works because we look at the path which separates the here and now from the moment we are hoping for from a different perspective. From this perspective, we are looking at our goal from the standpoint of success. If you imagine that your goal is a mountain, what Bridge to the Future proposes is something like looking at the valley from the peak. Do you see the difference? There is a simple exercise I would like to propose to our patients based on the thought strategy, and it is a visit to the future, like what Barbara Streisand does, where we enjoy, like her, the success we have achieved. You must play a film in your head of the moment in which you have reached your goal. Enjoy the moment, and then write me a letter explaining that you have reached your goal and what it's like to be there at the peak of happiness. Tony wrote this letter when she began the treatment. So this is what I asked Tony to do when she started with the treatment. Would it be okay if we could read your letter that you wrote a couple of months ago? Yes, of course, I would love to. Dear Pilar, I finally did it. Now I am celebrating my success with my friends and family. We're out at a beautiful house with a gigantic garden. It has a play area that the kids are wild about, and the views are absolutely spectacular. I am with my partner, my children, my parents, and brothers and sisters, my cousin and my girlfriends. This letter means a lot to me. My family was there, who have always been honest with me and who I really need to be with me right now. All of my travel companions are here. They're celebrating the same thing as me. I am wearing a really expensive pair of jeans that Guada told me she would buy if I kept my commitment. They look great on me. My behind is that same behind that her brother-in-law, like Javi, likes so much. Every time he sees me, he always says the same thing. Antonia, sweetheart, bring that fantastic butt back again. I always love his compliments. This one for you, Javi. I'm wearing a white cotton shirt that also looks great. It's untucked and hangs over the waist of my jeans. Around my neck, I'm wearing a black leather cord with a turquoise stone pendant that Care gave me. I miss her. My hair looks fantastic. It smells really good when I move my head, and it's really soft when I touch it. I wish you could see me right now. The kids are running around in the playground with their friends. They're driving me crazy, asking me to push them on the swing. Candela wants to jump up on the trampoline. We jump together and laugh so much that in the end, everyone wants to get up on the trampoline. I love watching their faces, their movements, their comments. I love being with them. The grown-ups are preparing a barbecue. I tell myself that I am one step closer to happiness. And everyone tells me this is the Tony we knew. My body moves like it did years ago. I can jump, slide down the slide, play choo-choo train, hide and seek, jump on the trampoline. I've been playing with them all morning and the time has just flown by. I feel young, fun, pretty, agile, satisfied, really satisfied. I remember that day when we met at that hotel in Madrid, and I dreamt about what I am living right now. Big hug. By the way, I just reread this and I cried. Thank you for this gift. It's really beautiful to hear these words, Tony.
Era una visita al futuro y ahora ya es tu presente. ¿Qué te hizo sentir escribir esta carta en aquel momento?
What did you felt when you were writing this letter months ago? When I was reading the letter from the future, I remember the mood I felt when I wrote it. I was going through one of the worst moments of my life, and when I finished reading the letter, the tears started coming out, and it was when I cried of excitement, because I knew and needed that moment I told you in a detail would come. How did this letter help you? You cannot imagine how my body looked once I stopped crying. I needed to let the tears out and I achieved it. I wanted to change, which I mentioned in my letter, and I was determined to achieve it. What would you say to a patient who is just starting this method right now? What would be your message? My message would be to better not say anything and directly show them a picture of me, the before and after the protocol method. And I would tell them with the protocol tools and the will and your perseverance, achieving a healthy weight can be easy, rapid, and healthy as long as you do it with the professionals who follow you and advise you. Would you recommend writing a letter from the future? They have to write that letter. I wrote it 8 months ago and now I am enjoying that future. It's amazing how a letter can give you that boost that you need to make that change. Thank you very much, Tony. It's really nice to hear you. Right now we are going to look at a similar story of another friend
que también me escribió
She
esa
also wrote a
carta
letter
desde
like
el futuro.
Tony did today.
Es la carta de Alicia y os la voy a leer yo ahora.
And right now I want to show you that letter of Alicia.
Querida Pilar,
Dear Pilar,
ya lo he
I
conseguido.
finally did it.
Ahora estoy junto
Right
al
now
mar.
I am
en
at the
la playa
seaside
con
on the
mi
beach with my daughter.
Es un domingo de
It's a
invierno.
beautiful winter Sunday and we've gone out for a walk.
Me gusta ver
I love
las
watching the
olas
waves
acariciando la
caressing the
orilla.
shore.
Y mi niña
And my daughter
está
is here
conmigo
with me
mientras
while we
vemos el
gaze upon the
movimiento
eternal
eterno
ebb
del
and flow of the
Los
Mediterranean,
pájaros,
the
el
birds,
sol,
the
la
sun,
arena.
the sand.
Me encanta verla.
I love watching her.
Mi corazón se llena
My
de
heart is
alegría
filled with joy
cuando
as I
la
watch
veo
her play,
juguetear o sus
or she
manitas
touches
tocan.
me with her tiny hands.
Llevo puestos unos pantalones hippies.
And she's wearing a
Esos
pair of
cómodos
hippie
que tanto
pants.
me gustan a mí.
Those really comfortable ones I love, but I hardly wear until now.
Y una camiseta
And a light,
sencilla
simple
y
shirt
ligera,
because I am carrying my daughter like a baby kangaroo in one of those elastic tummy slings.
y no quiero darle
And I don't
mucho
want
calor.
her to get too warm.
Voy descalza.
I am barefoot and the sand squishes between my toes.
Me gustaría que
I
me
wish you could
vieras
see
en
me
estos
right now.
momentos. La tranquilidad
It is so
que nos
calm
rodea,
and the light and the
la
bright
luz
colors
y
are
los
all around
colores
us.
brillantes de todo a nuestro alrededor.
The blue of the
El
sea
azul del
contrast
mar
against the golden
resalta
sand.
contra la arena dorada. Mi niña
My
se
daughter gets
emociona
excited
cuando
when
ve
she
pequeños
sees little
bichitos
creatures in the
arena
sand,
y quiere bajar
and she
para
wants to get
tocarlos.
down and touch them.
Nos sentamos las dos
We sit
y
looking at the
disfrutamos
creatures
mirándonos
and are playing
atentamente y
together.
jugando juntas. Me digo a mí
And I
misma
tell myself
que por
that I
fin he
have finally
encontrado
found
la
the calm
tranquilidad que
and quiet
buscaba,
I was looking for,
la que ansiaba tanto
that I
aquella
desired with all
noche
my
que
heart
comencé a
that
escribir
night
la primera
when I
carta
sat
que
down
nos
to write
pediste
the first letter
y que
you asked
tantas
for us.
lágrimas me costó. Por fin,
When I
creo
sat down
saber
and cried
quién
till
soy.
I ran out of tears,
Y
I
lo
finally
más
feel like I
importante
now
es que no me
am
escondo
who I
detrás de nada
am.
y mucho
And the most
menos
important
de mis
thing is
hijos.
that I'm not hiding behind
Y los
anything,
demás me
especially
dicen
not
que
my
estoy
weight.
más guapa
And
y que
everyone
me
tells
veo
me that
muy
I look
bien.
beautiful,
Pero
great,
realmente
all
no me
around.
importa
But that's not
demasiado.
what imports
Las
me.
únicas opiniones
The only
válidas
opinions I
para mí
really care about
son
are
las
those
de
of
mi
my
familia
family and my
y
loved
aquellos que me
ones.
quieren.
I've
He
learned to not
aprendido a
let
que
the
no me
opinions
afecten las
of
opiniones
others
de los
affect me.
demás. Mi cuerpo se mueve de forma
My body
suave,
moves
fluida
easily,
y
fluidly,
elegante.
elegant.
Soy como
I am
una
like a
pluma en
feather
el aire
floating in the
que
air,
acaricia el cuerpecito
caressing
de
my
mi
little
niña,
girl's
lo
body,
cuida y lo
caring
mantiene
for her and
caliente.
keeping her warm. It's like a
Parezco una
ballerina.
bailarina. Y me siento
And I
muy
feel
bien.
wonderful.
Hasta ahora
Until
no
now,
había
I have never
conseguido
had a
nunca
healthy
estar dentro de
weight.
un peso saludable.
I tried so
Lo
many
había
times,
intentado muchas
but for one
veces,
reason or
pero
another,
siempre
I always
fracasé.
failed.
Ahora que
But
lo he
now that I have
conseguido,
finally achieved my
me
goal,
siento capaz
I feel
de
like I
cualquier
can
cosa.
do anything.
Y sobre todo,
And
me
most of
siento
all, I
bien.
feel peaceful.
No sé si
I don't
soy
know
feliz,
if I am happy,
pero por lo menos esa paz llena mi
but at
corazón.
least my heart is at peace.
He aprendido a poner
I have learned to
límites
set
en mi vida,
limits in my life,
y eso
which
me ha
I didn't
ayudado a
know how to
solucionar
do
mi
when I
problema
wrote
con
you
la
my
comida,
first letter.
y me ha dado fuerza para enfrentarme a la
And that
vida.
has helped me to solve my problem with
Recuerdo
food
ahora
and
aquel
has
día
given
en
me
que
the
nos
strength to
conocimos
face
en
life.
aquel hotel de
I
Madrid.
remember that day when we
Y
met at
soñé
that hotel in
lo
Madrid
que hoy
and I
estoy
dreamed about
viviendo.
what I am
De
living right now.
corazón, gracias por
Thank you
hablar.
from the bottom of my heart.
Una preciosa motivación, una preciosa carta, también la de Alicia.
A
igual
beautiful
que la de
letter
Tony.
and beautiful
Los hijos
motivation.
son una motivación muy potente para nuestros pacientes. Los niños de Toñi estaban presentes
Children are a
en su
very
carta,
strong
la
motivation
hija
for
de
many
Alicia
of
está
our
presente en la
patients.
suya.
Like
Y
Tony's
también
children appear in her
la
letter,
paternidad está
and Alicia's
implícita
daughter
en
is
la
also her
motivación del
motivation.
tercer ejemplo de éxito y de
We also have a
motivación
third
que os
experience
vamos a
from Belgium
presentar. Esta
that I would
vez
like
el
to
ejemplo
present you right
nos
now.
llega desde Bélgica. Es un político
It's
conocido
one
allí,
politician
alcalde
that
de
lived there,
Amberes y líder del Partido Nacionalista. Vamos a ver ahora este
and we're
nuevo
going to
ejemplo de
see this
motivación.
example of motivation.
Wel, een doktersbezoek leerde mij, de dokter zei, kijk, je hebt mensen die obese zijn, je hebt mensen die zwaar obese zijn, dan heb je morbide obesitas en dan zijn er nog mensen zoals jij. Dus dat was de overtreffende trap. En ik zei, wat voor mensen zijn dat dan? Dat zijn mensen die eigenlijk al dood hadden moeten zijn, maar om onverklaarbare redenen toch nog leven. Ik woog 142 kilo op dat moment.
142.
En dus dat was erg veel. Ik wist al een paar jaar dat er iets moest gebeuren. Ik had al ingezegd, na de volgende verkiezingen of na het einde van de politieke crisis begin ik daar eens aan. Alleen, er zijn altijd verkiezingen en de crisis in België is oneindig. Dus ik was dat al een paar jaar aan het voortwentelen, maar ik was daar mentaal al wel langer klaar voor.
Wij hebben ook gehoord dat een bezoek aan de Efteling daar een belangrijke rol in heeft gespeeld.
U hebt uw research veel te goed gedaan. Ja.
Wilt u vertellen wat daar gebeurde?
Wel, je wordt natuurlijk mentaal klaar en dan zijn er wat ik noem reality checks. In de realiteit gebeuren er dingen die je met je neus er zo hard opduwen dat je het niet meer kan negeren. Je gaat naar de Efteling, je dochter van 4 jaar zegt ik wil in die rollercoaster gaan, maar moet begeleid worden, dus je moet dan mee in dat ellendige ding. En dan komt er zo'n ijzeren stang naar beneden en bij iedereen zegt die klik. En behalve bij jou. Ja, ja. Waarop er dan iemand in zo'n kostuum van de Efteling naderkomt en het probleem ziet, met name dat er enige massa de stang belet om in te klikken, zijn voet er tegen zet en vervolgens voel je letterlijk alle zuurstof uit je lichaam verdwijnen en hoor je die klik. Dat was een zeer spannend ritje, moet ik zeggen.
Ja. En toen dacht u, hier gaan we iets aan doen.
En dan gaat die stang terug open en denk je, ja, dit is, als dit soort toestellen niet meer op mensen van mijn maat gemaakt zijn, dan klopt er iets echt niet meer.
We have shared with you 3 examples of motivation and perseverance. Remember that by changing your perspective, you will be in a better position to achieve your goal. If we are going to climb a mountain, looking up at the peak from the valley can tire our minds before we even begin. Our proposal is for you to do like Barbra Streisand and look at the valley from the peak, imagining, like Tony did, that you have already achieved your goal.
Hagáis esa visita al futuro para cargar de energía vuestro objetivo y para adoptar una perspectiva que os ayude a conseguirlo. Esa es nuestra propuesta para hoy. Me gustaría
This is my proposal for you today, and I would like to ask Tony a final last question. Was it useful for you to be able to work with the Protocol Group team on this journey? Yes, a lot. Ever since I received the first call from my nutritionist, Mireia, and she taught me how to use the Club Protocol and all the facilities that were available to me during the treatment. I began to share my concerns with them, and I always get a direct and quick response. So you would recommend this to our patients? Yes, it really. They really need to enter the Club Protocol and to see all the facilities that are available for us to do. It's fantastic.
Que sigáis el ejemplo de los pacientes de éxito, que visitéis ese futuro al que os estáis
This is my proposal to you,
en estos momentos y que escribáis
that you can read, just like Tony did, a letter writing from the future.
Muchas gracias por acompañarnos hoy.
Thank you.
Hasta pronto.
Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this workshop provided by Pilar and the presence of our patient Tony. So thank you very much, and we hope to see you next time. Thank you.